life now, baby. 'Cause you got everything that a girl could want. You got the beauty, you got the smarts. You got a heart that could glow in the dark. You could even meet me at Mario Kart, so slow down. Breathe out, tell me what's tearing your heart out, baby.
All right, so we're here with the lovely Taylor Berrett in Philadelphia at World Cafe Live, where I'm going to be asking him some questions about how he started singing, how he got involved into the music industry, and where he sees himself in the future. So thank you, Taylor. It's a pleasure to be here today. I know that you're running on a tight schedule, so I appreciate you sitting down and talking to me.
Oh, of course.
So I have a bunch of questions that I want to ask from you today, and I had to only choose from a few, so I'm at least grateful to be asking you these questions. So first question that I have for you is, how did you find yourself in the music industry? Like, where did it all start for you?
I played in a lot of bands in high school, and would play Battle of the Bands and talent shows and stuff like that. And it was really one of those things of you kind of meet one person who knows one person, and then they introduce you to somebody else, and it kind of happened like that. It's kind of the boring way for it to happen and progress, but that really was what it was. Is I met a manager who was a judge at a Battle of the Bands, and then she introduced me to some folks in New York, and it just kind of slowly you get to know different folks. It's really like networking in any job or world. You just kind of have to make your way from connection to connection, and so that's really how it started industry-wise, and the interest in music really first came from when I realized that songwriting was something that you could do as a job. It was really, really exciting to me because I love the words and I love music, and having it be a mixed element of that.
So now, speaking of singing songwriting, you just came out with a new album. It's already hit number 10 on iTunes, which is really exciting.
Thank you.
Now it's under the singer-songwriter category, so what made you want to start writing music in the first place? Like, did you start when you were younger and realize that writing was your passion, or how did you get involved with that?
Yeah, when I was a kid, I would write songs as a joke in the cafeteria and make my friends sing them, just about stupid things. And I did it, through into middle school of just writing these goofy songs as jokes. And meanwhile, I really, when I grew up, I really wanted to be a writer of books and novels and things like that. And so I don't remember exactly when the shift happened where I realized that I wanted to write in the context of music, but when I did realize that that was something that I might be able to do, I got really, really excited by it and just started writing as much as I could with melody.
So now, the songs that you've been writing, you've written quite a few now. Is there one that speaks to you, or one that is most meaningful to you, or also when you perform, which one's your favorite one to perform in front of an audience?
The one that comes to mind off the bat for me is The Heat, kind of an answer to both questions. It's one that I feel very kind of personally attached to because it's very specific and it's very literal in its lyrics, and it's very specific to me, especially. And it's very representative of a period of my life that is talked about in that song, and it's also one that I really love doing live. So it kind of works out nicely.
And then on your new album, you have a song called "Hypnotize Me," and it's one of my favorites.
Thank you.
I got to hear your album a few days before it was released on the 10th. So what was your meaning behind that song, or what made you write that song?
Hypnotize Me is one that is about finding comfort with kind of giving yourself up to somebody and relinquishing control, which is something that I don't really have talent for. Just kind of being comfortable, not being either in the driver's seat or just in a position of control. And so it's kind of a song that's about saying to someone else, like, you kind of have this power over me that I can't really do anything about, but that's okay. I'm just going to be okay with it and let it happen.
All right, well, I love that song.
Thank you.
Next question I have for you is, with your new tour and you traveling all around the country and you newly engaged, what do you think about that? Is it hard being away from your family and loved ones, or?
It's very, very hard. I have always been very close with my family, and I'm also obviously close with my fiance. And it's hard traveling. The only thing that kind of balances it out is I love performing and I love seeing all the different parts of the country and of the world, and so that's nice. And when you're that close with somebody, like I am with my family and with her, you don't stop being close with someone when you're away from him. If you really have a good, strong relationship with somebody, it can
know
survive.
what it's like.
Yeah, it can survive over that distance. So it's hard, but it's, you know, you find a way to make it work.
Right. So where do you see yourself going from here? So you're at this point now. You got to go to your hometown tomorrow, right?
Yep.
Which is very exciting.
Yes.
But where do you see yourself for the future? Where do you see yourself going with this career?
You know, I just really hope that more people can hear the music. And I think that's kind of the best that I can hope for. And they can decide whether it's good or not. That's kind of up to...
Which it is.
I hope you're right.
Yeah.
It'd be great for me career-wise if it is
Yeah.
good. And you know, I just hope that it gets out there more and there's more people that can hear it. That would be my wish for it.
All right. Well, I really appreciate you taking time
Oh, of course.
out of
Thank
your
you.
day to do this interview with me. Again, guys, this is Taylor Berrett. Check him out. And I think that's pretty much it. I'm Allie Reed, giving you guys the latest feed, and I'll see you all real soon.
Thank you, guys.